Today we have with us Marko Milasinovic, and he's from Belgrade, Serbia. He's the FX artist with Digital Kraft, and we're talking about his work, of course, and this one, Can you see?
Yes.
Do you know why it's burnt?
No, why?
Thinking particles. You think too much, and it's orange. Well, that's just joke. Over to you, Marko. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Friends of Cebas would like to know about the work you do. We know you're with the community on Facebook, and we haven't had a lot of exposure to Belgrade, Serbia. So you can fill us in on who you are, what you do, how you got to where you are today, and if you are happy at that.
Hi everybody. Well, I started in high school of graphic design. That's a 4-year school. I studied graphic design. Then after that, I applied as on university, Belgrade University for graphic design. That was 5 years college. Then after that, I started working as a graphic designer.
Right.
And worked there about 2 years. Then soon I realized that designing only one frame is not so very interesting for me, as I always wanted to do movies and commercials. Then I started to learn Max on my own, quit my job, and stayed home and bought a book about 3ds Max and just basically taught myself to do it.
And how many years did you, or how many months, or how many years did you have to self-teach in terms of getting to a level, where you're using Max as a professional, which is amazing, right? You've done it all by yourself.
7 months, I think, 6-7 months.
Right.
Learning Max. So I only did the tutorials that I was very interested in, something like cloth particles, some fluid simulations, and some photorealistic renders.
So basically, that's the area you choose to specialize
in.
You like fluids, cloth, destruction? Is destruction included?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything that is going off. But basically, after 6 months, I sent my little demo reel in a studio here in Belgrade, and they wanted to hire some FX journalists specialized in fluids dynamics, and they wanted me to do that. So I got my first job. There is a fluid simulator in real flow that was, I think, 11 years ago.
So at that point, like 11 years ago, so that would be like 2008. 2008. So your software, main software then was 3ds. I mean, for animations and film, it was 3ds Max.
3ds Max and real flow back then. Yes.
No particles involved yet. Not yet.
Only P-flow in Max.
P-flow, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that did not whet your appetite, like you felt you had to go further, deeper into more complex systems.
Yes, so soon after that, I involved in TP, and here we are today.
Yeah, how did you get to know TP? I mean, was it everywhere in Serbia? I mean, was it easy even to do the visual effects industry and professionals in Belgrade or Serbia in general? Have they heard of Thinking Particles?
Yes, we heard, but it's here is a very small market,
Right.
It's not so developed as your place. So I started to learn 6 years ago, not so far away. But I learned many things in ThinkingParticles with RMK on his mentorship program.
All right. right? So
yeah, so
Alan McKay really opened a big window of opportunity in terms of training.
Yeah.
Could you get any
especially for the TP, yeah.
So you couldn't get it from art colleges or any professional training center? There was nothing?
No, not here. Yeah. Only solution was some kind of online school for me. So.
Wow. Okay. No, it seems like you have a really good technical skills because you're moving from generalist in 2D, right? Mainly 2D into a more specialized field involving, I guess, mainly visual effects with flutes, cloth, and destruction, fragmentation. With more high-end software like thinkingParticles, right? So now you're with Digital Kraft Studio, and that's where you use thinkingParticles, I presume?
Yes, we use thinkingParticles in a lot of different projects. Basically, not all projects have some kind of destructions or fire or some kind of fluids, but every bit that I can put in, I will do it. We are theater.
Yep.
And you put,
so how long was this project? Like how many months or weeks did you all do this project?
It lasted 3 or 4.
3 or 4 weeks?
No, months.
Oh, months, okay.
A month. Yeah. Whole journey is about, I think, 4 minutes of animation and everything. And everything is rendered in 4K resolution with camera, 180 camera.
Right.
So you basically can look in all directions around you.
Yeah.
So the renders was really challenging for keep it down as many as you can, not to go to 6-7 hours for only one frame,
Yeah.
Because the whole sequence is very long.
Yep, it's really nice. So where can our friends go to see this? I mean, the actual one, is it on with a certain VR company with iMax, or where do you think we can see this?
Somewhere in America in iMax, it's some kind of the theaters, I think, yeah.
Okay, and also I'll include a link for the Vimeo for people to visit.
Yes, no problem.
That's great. So at any point were you an environmental artist?
Yes, I really like and I enjoy to do environment design because from my age I always looked on a National Geographic channel, and that was one of my main channels. I love nature and I love spending time in nature. So
it's nice, and I presume you're a sci-fi fan as well.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we all are. Well, most of us are.
Yeah.
Look at that. Is there a lot of thinking particles in this one?
Yeah, all destructions here is.
All the destruction.
Yes.
What about the flutes and the smoke?
Smoke, I think smoke is from Houdini, VDB.
Okay.
Imported into Maya and then rendered there in Maya.
Okay, that's good to know. So you basically are multi-skilled, and you have integrated thinking particles with Houdini and
with Houdini and Maya and
Maya.
All combined in.
Is there Phoenix in here, or is there FilmX as well in here? Is there like Phoenix? Do you know Phoenix FD and?
Yes. No, we didn't use Phoenix for this. No.
FilmFX?
No. Film for Smoke. Yeah. FilmFX. Yeah.
And it's basically a Maya or a Max pipeline for this one.
For this one, it is I think 2/3 of it is 3ds Max.
3ds Max. Okay, that's okay, great. Yeah, so because thinking particles on 3ds Max, that's really nice. So what about your Bloomberg? Do you want to show that?
Yeah, we are at the Bloomberg commercial. Yeah, we use thinkingParticles here for the birds memorization to this kind of specific shapes. Here, as you can see, there are some kind of graphically represented.
The starling, yes, the starling that's well known for flocking together.
Yes.
And you have created it as a windmill, a kind of wind turbine shape. It's really nice.
Yes.
Let's view it. Let's view it.
Yes. This is a corn next.
You know, I guess new users and students, some idea like which operators were instrumental in making that flocking thing?
Yes, actually I can open up my file.
All right.
And show you. And we have a few birds that are rigged and animated, and all birds have some different animation cycles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of them are flying faster.
Yeah.
Just a second to turn the replay off. Okay. So this is their cycle.
Right.
And they are in this bird animation layer.
You have almost like 1,000 maybe of these models going on?
I think those for the windmill, there was 15 or 20,000 of animated birds in that shot alone.
Okay.
Here I have some. This one box is the helper that I use that birds are following this box.
Right.
With the follow operator.
Okay.
And here I have my target shapes.
Right.
That was flocking into.
Sign and the dollar sign, the yen sign.
Yeah, dollar sign and euro sign.
Right.
Yeah. So you can choose in mode what birds can fly. Just a second. So this is my targets, and this is where the birds are coming into.
Right.
Swarming around.
And then they make the shape. That's so cool.
And they are linked onto the euro sign.
Nice.
They populate them, and they stay for a while. Then
they fly off.
Then they fly off. Yeah.
So
here I think some 3,000 of them.
It's very nice. Did you come up with the concept?
Well, they wanted the specific, that kind of specific bird memorization. They don't want like underwater school fish, you know.
Right.
It's because it is different from the birds.
Right.
So they gave me a lot of footage to study.
Okay.
To do. So the main node is for the in Bring tool, you can just replace this one and make it to a dollar sign.
So the operators mainly used was position bond, surface.
Position bond, then follow operator, and a few different noise forces to get those very nice swirly things like in flocking.
Right.
Yeah.
And those, I think it's mainly from which drop was it? The features that you were using?
It was 6.5, I think.
6.5. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I think it was 6.5. And for caching doesn't. I'm caching right now. Doesn't take too long. I think it's about 2 minutes for 3,000 birds. So that's pretty quick. You can do a lot of iterations in one day and put it in one zip file and just send them, and they can pick from the different styles, and when they are satisfied with just moving, then replace everything with the whole bird models and do another set of caching, and you're done.
Okay, and was the rendering process easier? Was it smooth?
Well, because they are so small, you know, you can render it in before scanline. Doesn't really matter because they are really small.
So you just basically use a scanline render, right? Not any external renderer.
No, just.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked.
And have you tried the latest drop 8 where now we have volumetric particles and 35 new operators? Which
really? Yeah. I didn't try it. iMax, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be even faster with the OpenVDB now.
Yeah, great. I will do it.
Yes, good.
Definitely. So as you can see, this is really fast. You just replace one operator and you have a whole different animation.
Right, nice.
Yeah.
Birds Geo. Now the Birds Geo, that operator, what was it originally
Birds Geo, it's geometric. It's for replacing the birds.
All right. Okay. The model.
For rendering, yeah. It's for rendering, yeah.
Okay.
You have some turbulence, some velocity, and basically not so much. You just need to try different shapes and noises to get that kind of motion. But I think file operator works great with this.
It's very nice. The concept of it is very nice. You've done a great job. It looked very realistic. But of course, your alpha, the VR project, is the cap, right? It's the crown of everything. So I was wondering if you have some breakdowns for that, the VR reel.
We had it in I think in that file on Vimeo. I think we can watch it again. Sorry. Here's a breakdown for Alpha 5. Do you mean on this?
Yeah. If you like, you don't have it on a Max viewport.
No, I don't have that file. No.
Okay, top secret.
So next, when I first started, after a few years, I did basically a lot of print packaging.
Yep.
And I learned compositing very much in this area of advertising, so it really helped me later in my renders.
The Adobe, this is all using Adobe Creative Suite, right?
Yes. And everything is rendered in 3ds Max.
Nice. And this was what you didn't want to do in the end, but it formed a foundation for you, but you wanted to move on to more animated and moving pictures.
I wanted to move on movies and special effects.
Right.
Yeah. But all this really helped me.
Yes.
It helped me in cases of compositing.
Okay.
And in lighting.
I mean, on Max, you still use After Effects? I mean, right now, like with Digital Kraft. All right, okay.
So it's really... Digital Kraft uses both Look and After Effects.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
So you're compositing, so you're both a visual effects artist as well as a compositing artist. You're basically doing everything in Digital Kraft. You know, from previ visualization to, you know, the actual process and then compositing it all.
Yeah, the whole package, yes.
Do you like that? Okay.
This is
it from... Nice. You're making me hungry with all the candies.
Yeah.
Yes. It looks really tasty, and I have a sweet tooth, so.
Yeah, that is the point. Yeah.
Look at all the destruction and smoke. That's amazing. I know you did the ground break with TP. The smoke you did it with Film FX. I'm sure.
Yeah.
The building destruction you did it with TP, right?
Yeah, the building is with the thinkingParticles.
Is there anything you have from Alan McKay's time? Like, okay, that was how many years ago? 3 years ago, when you were a student.
McKay. Yeah, master. This is from McKay course.
So can you comment on the software? So I know the explosion, the.
Yeah, I have a making of, so I can comment on that in just a second. Here it is. This is the breakdown of all the layers from the McKay method sheet program. So this is just environment, and basically all the stuff behind this is a film effects. And basically all the small pieces here are thinkingParticles.
So tell us how what operator, can you like go deeper a little bit?
And this
fragmentation
distraction is also thinkingParticles. Yeah.
Just to create this shot, right, where explode and the spaceship, I guess, disintegrate. How long did you need to do that?
I think for the whole shot, I really did this fast. I think it was.
So it wasn't difficult from knowing what operator to use, wiring it, and this is from Alan McKay's which program?
Yes.
The FX transformation, or was it from the live action series?
No, the first one, yeah.
The
FX transformation, yes,
okay.
Yes. But it was really done fast. I think maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, but working it just a few hours a day. So,
okay.
Because I already know what I want to achieve, what kind of look I'm looking for,
right.
And I just using the nodes in my benefit. So
yeah,
everything came really natural and.
Well, you basically
easy.
came from a CG background, so I think that helped a lot. And I know that's your demo reel, so let's take a look at your demo reel.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, that's nice. What show is that? What game is this?
I think this is for a Nerf or something like that. I think.
Oh, the Nerf gun. The Nerf gun for kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you make those robots?
I did a render of that.
That's very nice.
And in this shot, I did this bats in the background.
And were you the one that came up with the concept? You know how
I think we were provided with this concept, but nothing finally. So we did a lot of tweaking in our side.
So which one is the crowd simulation software that you're using? Oh, look at that! Lots of visual effects.
Nothing like a golem or massive. You will do it with TP, and particle flow.
Okay, TP, right? You have crowds with TP. Because I don't really see a lot of crowd simulation, or people don't tell you about it in TP. Actually, you can do it with TP.
Yes.
The thing with TP is because it started with volume breakers so many decades ago, and everyone is only remembering, it can do destruction, it fragments and it explodes debris, but actually it has lots of other uses.
Well, I have some, I will show you later, some crowd tests.
Look at Venom, oh my god, Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice disintegration. Okay, you could do this TP.
Yeah, definitely.
You didn't put TP in, you just say FX particles. Why the secrecy?
Sorry.
No, I noticed that a lot about a lot of TP artists. They don't want to tell you as if it's like it's the best kept secret or something. They would tell you if they used Houdini, and they wouldn't tell you if they had thinkingParticles.
Yeah, this is the crowd that you did TP. See?
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you got something to show from the Max viewport? Like where's the TP
not
operator?
here. No, not here. Maybe I can provide some.
Okay.
And this is also this stadium. I have a breakdown of this shot.
Right.
It's also TP.
What is the TP operator called for crowd simulation?
I just basically did it. I would say quick and dirty. Just populate the on them on spline and offset the animation, and basically that was it, because it's not moving very much, so I don't have any collides with the agents. So
look at that. So is there a particular operator, or so how did TP come into helping process the crowd sim?
Because I could easily populate them and offset their animation and to have them in one big system and render it really easy.
Alright, same like your bird flocking sim, except this is okay. So now let's go to the forest fire you posted, which everyone said was a great job. You posted on Facebook, Cebas user group,
yes.
and then we spoke, and then we discovered you were making this upcoming movie with a Serbian producer director from Serbia called Borisa Simovic.
Yes, Borisa Simovic.
Yeah, Simovic, sorry. And he is famous in Serbia, right? Although, of course, he's not from Hollywood.
Yeah, people know about him, yeah.
Yes, and he's making a movie, a biopic about Tesla, our famous Tesla, not the car, but the scientist.
Yes, the scientist.
And it's called Luminous.
Yes.
And we shall let you introduce how you got to know Borisa, how you got to be involved in this amazing project called Luminous, and something about Tesla, the movie that's coming up.
Right. I got to know Borisa in my studio. He came and worked with us on a few different projects.
Right.
And I became friends with him.
Right.
And after, I don't know, maybe 1 year, he told me that he's writing a script. And he really at the end, and he's writing a script with a certain scientist, Nikola Tesla. I was very intrigued, because I love Tesla and all his work. And he has a lot of different how to say, amazing things that Nikola Tesla did for the world, but people actually don't know about him.
Yeah.
And many people don't know. They probably know about alternating currents. Tesla coil is definitely the famous.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that the first remote controlled toy was his invention. It was a boat that he
really?
And that he used, and his first remote controlled. He wanted to basically light up the world for free, and I think the big corporations, they don't have money yet, so the project in Colorado stopped, and
true, yeah.
And the part of the movie is about that.
So we will have a published interview with Borisa Simovic on the Tesla Luminous movie, and it's quite interesting. Some things he's saying that he's exploring Nikola Tesla's inner world.
Yeah, then Borisa told me that he is finishing his script with Nikola Tesla for Luminous, and I was very intrigued. And he actually gave me the script. When he finished it, then I read it in, really excited. Then I saw that there is a lot of visual effects involved in that movie, because a big part of the movie will be done on green screen. So a lot of effects will be needed for that movie. And I spoke to him about to do some tests for one of his shots for the burning forest. He wanted to visualize Nikola Tesla's part of the destruction of the world.
Nice.
Yeah, yes, thank you. Yeah, it was very hard in the beginning to compile it all in one functional scene.
Right.
So actually I have that scene. Yeah, I can just wait and then do a comment here.
Okay, yes, please, please. A very detailed comment is always welcome. Look at that.
Yeah. So this is my scene in 3ds Max, as you see.
Yeah.
The whole scene is done in and converted in V8 proxies.
Right.
All trees and all plants and all little pines and grass and all animation was done in basically in speed tree for the big trees, and for the small and grass I just did some pen and ripple modifiers with UV for textures, then converted them all in proxies, then scattered them with I2 forests on the forest graph. And this is one of my proxies. You can do it very easily in 3ds Max animation with few modifiers, then with the noise, as you can see here, then just combine the keys to make it loopable.
Right.
So we use it in awesome time in scatter, so you have basically with 2-3 different trees, you can populate the whole forest. Nice. And not see some kind of jogging in animation because it's all loopable.
And you built this tree model, didn't you?
I built this in Speed Tree.
Speed Tree, software, which is fast.
Yeah, Speed Tree.
Do you know Goran Pavlos? He was formerly with Scanline. He built trees with thinkingParticles.
Yes, I saw.
You saw his video tutorial, like Edwin was saying. That's good to see.
Yeah, great.
Is this? Would you say this project, this film project, Tesla movie, Luminous, is going to be your toughest challenge so far in terms of visual effects, or not as tough as Alpha Flight, for example?
No, I think it will be very demanding because Borisha has really great ideas and how to present them and integrate them in the movie. Right. I think he doesn't want to make a movie that is just based on special effects, you know.
Yeah,
he's not he's not into that at all.
No, he's not.
He wants to show some inner story, Nikola Tesla, and how he imagined world in his own mind. So I think he'll be very demanding and very original in his representation of Nikola Tesla imagination. So I think it will be very challenging, and I can't wait.
Yes, I like that. I like that attitude in you, where the more challenging, the more you want to really do it well.
Yes.
I think that's what makes a really good artist. And I also invite everyone to read the written interview by Borisa, because in it he tells about his original version, and it's kind of like vision, and it's almost like a docu-fiction where you have Nikola's real life story and his inner world coming in, his visions. I was very inspired by his interview, what he has said in his interview. But let's come back to visual effects, which is still important. I mean, he can't tell a story no matter whether he's telling about the times of Nikola. I think he was in the 1900s, or was it the 1910s? If you tell backward period drama, or you tell forward like a sci-fi vision, you do need visual effects. So I mean, I work for Cebas, but I also have no problem unless the film industry overdo it. You do need visual effects to tell a story.
Yeah, just to tell a story, not to build a story around.
No, you can't build a story around. Yes.
Yes. So this is fire set, yeah, and it's all scattered around these trees.
So how do you do the fire? Can you elaborate the fire? Like, is that thinking particles or is that something else?
Yes, this is a TP sparks, and I used the TP here for activating the FilmFX fire.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this is the activators that are driving the film simulation.
So all these particles?
Yeah, all these particles are driving film.
And did you use trail bond for this one, or is just position bond?
Yeah, some kind of a trail bond, position bond, some noises, some drag forces.
Okay,
and
nice.
This did do a great job. And this is the sparks that are coming from the ground. Very basic setup.
Okay, yes.
Everything here is just in proxy version, so I can scrub through timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Can you tell us what's the pink boxes and the purple triangle?
That is proxies for pines and grass and the trees.
I see. Okay.
This is the grass, and those pink stuff are little pines. And
I see. All right.
Yeah, this bigger stuff is the trees. In Viewport is represented like a proxies to conserve memory, but in the render you see it's a detailed model. I here render it without texture, so just to show it here.
Right.
And all fire rendered in under 1 minute for the whole frame. That is actually great. I'm really proud of for optimizing this scene.
Can you tell us, is it okay or is it a secret? If you can tell us a little bit about your hardware, like this is quite a heavy usage of your RAM and your power, right? So what kind of hardware are you using?
Well, when I first started this, I was using 60 gigs of RAM and worked on Intel Xeon. I think it was a 2693.
Right.
And here at home is my double Xeon 2694 with 128 gigs of RAM.
Yeah,
but it's more than enough to do anything, you know. Even if you have I don't know, tera gigs of RAM, you can fill it up, but when you send it to some kind of farm to render it, you won't render it because I don't know any render farm who has such kind of big RAM.
Right.
And you basically need to really optimize everything.
So how do you optimize?
First in this scene I all converted to process, then did a loop animation. I didn't wanted to use 500 frames for a single model,
right?
Because the proxy would be very big, you know. So I basically did 50 frames of animation and then did a loop.
But
so basically the proxy was maybe about 100 megabytes. So
okay, but
for 10 trees, I did 10 different, I think, animation for the trees.
All right.
Then, yeah, then,
okay, so you have different things looping, because if you're going to loop it the same thing over and over again, the audience will see a repeated scene.
Yes.
Right?
I have different things, then offset it in scatters, so you don't see the same movements. So basically, that will work great.
Yeah. And I see you have GPU, but you did not use GPU in
I didn't use it here. Yeah.
You didn't need it.
Yeah, I didn't need it here. Yeah.
So when do you need GPU?
Mm-hmm.
When do you need GPU for visual effects?
Well, we use GPU mostly in rendering with Redshift.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So I know the movie is going to be released in 2020, sometime in
2021. Yeah, I think.
Oh, 2021. Okay.
Yeah.
You started. Has he started production filming?
I think he'll start early next year.
Okay. So you let our friends know to expect for this Tesla biopic called Luminous that's coming. Hopefully we'll show in North America, and you are actually working on a Tesla movie as a side project. It's not really under Digital Kraft. You're doing it from home, am I right?
Well, it's a thing for productions, so it's not assigned yet to the studios, so I don't know which studio will do the job, but I will definitely work with Boris no matter what studio is doing it. So.
All right. Okay. So you're going to be the FX head, the FX lead, in fact.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Congrats. Would you see like this is kind of a you're getting into a more raised area, a promoted area of job?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely will be a great thing for me. Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually juggling two projects now. The ones in Digital Kraft and this big Tesla movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Well, hopefully, do you have a vision of opening your own studio one day? Since the market in Serbia seems ripe, and also there's not that much competition, but that's the great time to start a studio.
There is a great, we have a competition here, but not so much in the film industry. We have a film industry here, but I want to work with Borisha because he has a specific mind for things that he wants to done,
right.
And to do it in some kind of original and not seen before way.
Right.
So I really looking forward to work with him because I think we'll do some new and interesting visual effects.
Yes. I hope you two will have a successful journey and a successful collaboration, and I hope Cebas Thinking Particles will always be part of it. When you
have definitely. Yeah.
And okay, so what shall I say? So this question maybe I will ask. So what was when you were learning TP, right, 6 years ago by yourself? You learned 3ds Max by yourself. You learned TP by yourself. Do you have any advice or tips for new users or new students who are going to do the same, mostly self-taught, like like how to do it? Like what was your method that you managed to do it? Because it's not easy. TP logic is quite tough. Not unsurmountable, but quite tough.
Well, you need to just be committed to it, and do one single day at a time and do, I don't know, say I will do it 1 hour, but really do it 1 hour every single day. Then repetition. After 6 months doing it, you're gonna achieve some kind of level that you can do basically from beginning kind of let's say commercial, and in 1 year you can do effects for a movie if you really commit yourself and do it like an soldier,
Right.
You really need to be that kind of discipline,
And then was the YouTube Cebas channel where we did have lots of free tutorials, not structured, from different artists at different times when they can find time. Did you find those helpful at all?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And did you follow Joe Scar's Essential? You followed Joe Scar's one?
Yes.
Bill Wallace?
I'm planning to do, to repay my debt with the movie, and we are going to finish the movie. I will definitely post the whole big chunk of breaking off, and I think it will be great.
Yes, the friends here will definitely say a big hooray and a big yes to that if you could like ask permission from your director Borisa Simovic, if you could do time lapse while you're time lapse as you create those in whatever Max Thinking Particles.
Yes,
I'm gonna ask for
yes,
Thinking
yes.
Particles, of course, and then see how you could use the raw material to create tutorials, and we can share it on Cebas social media for you. I know a lot of students are hoping for that. So I guess that's the step you went from using free tutorials, and then you discover Alan McKay, and that helped push you up a notch a bit, would you say?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay. So, so Marko, in your view, what is your wish for Cebas software to achieve that is not currently doing for you? So any particular wish you want that, I wish Thinking Particles had a feature like that or something like that. Yeah.
Well, did you have a chance to see
Drop 8.
Drop 8, yeah?
You still have to do drop 6, drop 7, drop 8.
Yes.
So I shall end it by saying thank you very much, Marko. So we hope to hear more from you. Please don't disappear.
No. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I will provide you with the upcoming tests and R&D in my channel, so we will keep in touch.
Yes, and don't forget to do all the time-lapse recording of some of the scenes that you feel can be made into nice tutorial,
Yes, I already think about it.
Just by seeing how you do it, you don't even have to say anything. Okay.
Yes, no problem. Okay,
good night. You. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
No problem. See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
You had a plenty of money, 1922. You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here and get me some money. Get out. Sitting down wondering what it's all about. You ain't got no money, they will put you out. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here and the women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here and get me some money.